Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. McCormick Fishing. Behind me is our brand new shop, and we're gonna do a walkthrough. I figured this would be a cool video. The specs on the shop, how I have it laid out. So let's start right out here. As you can see, the shop's right here behind me, but we have a huge driveway. I went extra big on the driveway because if I got 2 or 3 boats here, a couple buddies, I really wanted enough room. So kind of made a mess with the yard right off the rip, but other than that, it turned out great. Super wide driveway. So we'll come up here. So this shop is it's a 30 by 50, and I have 2 doors. They're 12 by 10s, 12 foot tall, 10 wide, so super big doors. And I didn't want, you look at normal shops, they're kind of just like a square building. I really didn't want that. I wanted to add a little bit of like kind of homey to it, so that's why we did the porch. It's a 15 by 15 porch, 8 by 8 post. I think it turned out amazing. This is probably one of my favorite parts about the shop. So we finished it. We got gutters on a couple weeks ago. Underneath the porch is completely finished, top to bottom. At first when they came, the roof was going to be slanted, so I had them come back. We had to add more lumber, but I wanted 10 as a roof, so just kind of button everything up. We have flush mounted lights. We have 6 flush mounted lights. Like I said, the posts are probably my favorite part, but this corner is kind of like, we're still setting everything up. I got the Weber smoker over there. This is kind of a little outdoor grilling area and a couple seats, but we're not done yet. We're still going to do a little bit of that and play with some stuff. But let's go inside to my favorite part. Glass door, as you can see. So right off the rip, you walk in. See the tackle wall. That's my pride and joy. Me and my wife spent a lot of time on it, organizing colors, crankbaits, rage bugs, whatever it might be. But that's kind of the eye catcher when you walk in. So we have wood. Half the shop's in wood, half the shop's in tin. And I wanted to do everybody's like, just do all tin. I was like, nah, I really want to try to hang some stuff up. So we did half wood, half tin, and I did all the wood myself. So I really enjoyed that. And my buddy Austin True, you'll see all the conduit. He come out here and helped me do all the electrical, did all the lights, all the conduit. It turned out absolutely amazing. Kind of gives it that rugged look, and I really enjoy the way it turned out. So over here, the door, of course, this is where all the electrical is, my main lights, my fans, garage doors. We have a fridge, and I went ahead and lined her with some stickers. We got both my logos, KOB, MLF Bass, Swindle, Slackliner, Buzzbee. So we're gonna keep adding stickers to this, and it's probably gonna get really overwhelming, but that's the cool part about it. But yeah, so I have my Toyota, and on the other side I have my boat, but we'll get there in a minute. But I can put 2 trucks in here. I have another truck, that's my daily, but I broke it, busted a fuel line a couple days ago because it's a diesel and it makes a lot of horsepower, so I got a little crazy with it, but it's getting fixed right now. So I have 2 trucks and a boat in here at the same time, so plenty of room. We have a couple chairs here for time being. We're still, me and the wife are still trying to figure out if we want to put a couch or how we want to do this, more like a common area. It's got a big TV up there, surround sound. We gotta have music, gotta jam out. But so this right here, like I said, my buddy Austin come did all electrical. But he was going through his granddaddy's shop and he found an old Ray Jefferson fish finder. This is from the 1960s. This is one of the first ones ever come out. So he brought me that over here, and I really enjoy that. I think it's kind of cool. And another cool thing he brought me was this trolling motor. Now I've never seen one of these, but this is also like an early 1960s trolling motor. Has the cable clips right here, and he brought me that, and I really appreciate that, Austin, if you watch this. But it kind of adds a little flavor to it. It's just something cool to talk about. From this trolling motor where we are nowadays it's just mind-boggling. So, but anyways, carrying on, I have my console from the Nitro. This is my first Bassmaster Classic. The guy I sold the Camus to, he's actually getting me the console from my second Classic, so I'm gonna have both consoles right there, or windshields, not consoles. I think it's kind of cool, just memorabilia, to stand up there and look at it. My first 2 Classics, and black and blue flag, Kentucky Lake. This is an old map, and I've taped it in many places because it's falling apart. But You know, it's funny, me and a couple buddies sitting here and be like, yeah, we caught him right here, you know, whatever. I got a couple places marked on here, just old time mapping. It's super cool. But this is my workbench. You know, I have camera stuff here, some custom light stuff. So, you know, I play with baits, hooks, and whatnot here. My national championship flags, I've lost like 4 of them, or 2 of them, because I had 4 total, but I lost the other 2, don't know where they're at, kind of wish they were up there, but that's from the College Natty Championship, 2019, 2021. But yeah, so, you know, this is kind of the workbench area. Got some owner hooks here I got to go through, and, you know, I'm going to start doing a lot of Tackle Tip Tuesdays on the channel, so we're going to have still like our tournament fishing stuff on Fridays releasing, and then Tuesday is going to be a Tackle Tip Tuesday, so I'm going to talk about rods, reels, baits, how I set them up, and I think it's going to be super cool. More like instructional videos, but back over here to tackle wall. I'm still sick, that's why I keep coughing. But this thing is 9 feet tall. And when I built it, when we was laying the shop out, I wanted to make sure I had enough room, and I almost didn't build it big enough. But it's 9 feet tall, and I think it's 15 or 20 feet long, one of the two, can't remember. But you're probably gonna see some baits up here you can't really see, but we got a lot of cool stuff coming from Strike King. No, I have all the KVD Elite jerk baits, you know, regular KVD J200s, 300s, any soft plastic that we carry is up here. So how I did it, and this, you know, you're looking like, oh, he's got a lot of tackle. You know, I carry a lot of stuff in the truck as well, but how I do this, so when I'm leaving for a tournament, I'm gonna wheel over here and try to, you know, always try to predict like what the bite's gonna be, how I'm gonna catch them. So I'll come over here, you know, if I'm gonna catch them on a green pumpkin rage bug or a crawl, I'm gonna grab a bunch of those off, throw them in the truck just for backup. Now I have a lot of this stuff in the boat I always carry, but like what I'm getting at is there's a lot of tackle up here, but I use it. You know, this is not just for show. All of the Z2s, like when we're fixing to go up north, these are all Z2s and baby Z2s. That's gonna go quick, you know, because this is gonna be a big player. So that's why I have so many of those sitting here right now, just because I'm really not using them. You know, I can still be meeky with them here and there, but when we go up north, that's gonna be a big player. So that's kind of, you know, that's kind of what I do. I got filler worms up here, dream shots, punch bugs, and I kind of set it up to where, you know, like the stuff I can reach without a ladder, this is the stuff I use, you know, more than others. So that's why like all the menaces, the rage bugs, the scout bugs, the crawls are all down here, and the rage hawks, you know, so that's stuff I can grab because I use it more than other stuff. It's not saying I don't use all that stuff up top, but like year round, this stuff's getting used. So that's kind of how I do it. Got all the hard baits. So that my wife actually did this. This is her pride and joy. She took like 6 days to do it, but you know, I had all this up in like a day. No, I'm kidding. But you know, she took a lot of time on this, and it turned out super cool. And have all the 1.5s in a row, you know, all 2.5s, 3XDs, Series 3s, and you know, all the way up to the top is 10XD and some tungsten 2 tap rattle traps. And you know, this is probably my favorite part of the wall, just because you see how many different crankbaits we carry. When I say we, as in Strike King, anything from a little bitty 1.0 all the way to a 10XD, so it's super cool. And but yeah, no, so that's basically the tackle wall. Like I said, it's super big. I almost wished I would have added one more slot right here, because I'm already like pinched to the max, but it is what it is. This ain't, we're gonna build one day, we're gonna build an absolute mega shop, so this is just temporary type deal. But this is my rod racks. I actually got these from the Big Rock show. A bunch of the Quantum guys and Zepco guys were there, and they were getting rid of these, and that's why I say Quantum. So I was like, I need those, I'll bring them home. Keep a lot of extra rods here I'll fish around the house with. You know, this up here is completely full on the truck. You know, you look at Tournament Anglers and like, you know, they have way too much stuff. You guys, like, we use so many rods, and you know, I could break some, I could step on some and break them, and that's why we carry so much extra tackle and so much extra rods. So, you know, a little bit about that. That's why we have so much stuff. And you know, we're getting over this way. We have we got 4 windows in here. You know, I wanted some natural light to come in, not really just have it all dark in here. So we put 4 windows, and but we're kind of getting over here in the boat area. So shelf right here, Have a lot of reels, a lot of extra tackle. I actually have some crappie stuff right there, believe it or not. Some Mega 360s, you know, just stuff, extra graphs down there, just stuff that I'll use in and out, and extra reel backup, a lot of extra tackle, rain suits. It's a sweet rain suit by Sheen, by the way. Cool stuff there if you're a hunter. Air compressor, more tackle over here, tons of props, broke props, oil for the Mercury, changing the oil out. But yeah, so over here, when I did this, I kind of wanted the boat to be as far away from, you know, the common area, the hanging out area. And just because, like, you know, if we have a big get together or cookout, I can pull the trucks out and the boat will still sit here and people can still, you know, kind of sit on the boat and hang out on the boat. And it's all the way over on the other side of the shop. So, got the Phoenix in here, 20XC, absolutely love this boat. So I'm pretty proud of my extension cord here. It's a roll-up extension cord, automatic roll-up, just kind of, you know, makes it nice and neat, ain't got a lot of cords running around. And that's another thing, you'll see throughout this video, we have probably 30 outlets in this shop. And one thing I'll tell you, if you're building a shop, do not put enough outlets in there, because you can have, you know, 2 outlets and you're gonna have them jam full. So every outlet we have is a 4-plug outlet, so that way have plenty of power to whatever we need. If I got Nick, Cody, Hunter, if I got everybody's boat here, we can plug them in and not trip a breaker. So the power is running from the house to the shop, so that's another cool deal. Yeah, you know, so this is kind of the bearing side. I got some extra coats over there. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do here. I'm thinking about putting a shelf between the 2 conduits right there, just to kind of get rid of some of this stuff and get it up out of the way. So, you know, it's kind of tight over here, but this boat is 21 feet long, probably really about 23, 24 with the tongue out. So, you know, it's a 30 deep shop. So I got, you know, plenty of room to walk around it, but just kind of want to neaty it all up. Got the lawnmower sitting here. Actually, it's got to cut the grass. Got some brooms, some weed eaters. And another thing you'll notice, the wainscoting. We did wainscoting all the way around the shop. Now this side is completely tin, top to bottom, but I wanted this side to kind of flow over to the wood side. So we did the wainscoting all the way around the bottom. It's 36 inches tall, I think. So it kind of just ties it all together. And the garage doors are not the exact doors yet. They're supposed to be, when we order them, they're supposed to have a little slit of glass, so they still got to come back and fix that. But, you know, all in all, it turned out great. Love the way it turned out. I mean, this shop is absolutely amazing. Here's another little deal that I did. And I stole this idea from Justin Lucas. So, J. Lou, I appreciate you. Come over here, honey. So this little switch right here, and I highly suggest you do this if you build a shop. You know, you have a designated spot for the boat. I'm gonna turn it on, and you'll see. I got 2 direct fans coming straight down on the boat. And guys, I came in, let me turn this off, it's super loud. I came in last night, I drove all the way from South Carolina, from Rather Outdoors. We had a national sales meeting, super fun time there. But I came all the way home last night without the cover on. It was pouring down rain the whole entire time. When I backed this thing in here, it was sopping wet, and it is bone dry right now. I left the fans on all night. They pivot, so you can kind of pivot them to where you want them to hit. So I highly, highly suggest that. And, you know, you can see in the background, we have 2 other fans. Those are Amazon finds. My dad found those, so shout out Dad. They're 100-inch fans, and they're on a remote. They're black, they look super good, and they move a ton of air. So, love the way that is. Like I said, Justin Lucas, shout out to you. Jay Lou's the man, stole that idea from him, so that was his idea. Coming back over here. Like I said, you know, the more common area, got the seats, but we do have a man door to get to the top of the shop. You know, if wire or something electrical ever happens, we still have access up there, so that's why that is there. That is not the right color white. We're gonna fix that just for temporary. But I got my, I didn't show this earlier, but this is pretty cool. I got my Savage Arms sign. I'm a big gun guy. I love Savage guns, so I got that up there. I love that little sign. The Wi-Fi is right there above it. And that's another thing. We got separate Wi-Fi from the house, so the shop has its own Wi-Fi. We can watch TV, do whatever we need to do. My hat rack, Didn't show this earlier either, but I have all, you know, a bunch of new hats here. Lou, Strike King, got a Slackliner hat. So just, you know, if I need one walking out of the shop or whatever, I can grab it. But this sign right here, living the dream every day. This is my motto. So just a little backstory. When I was in high school, Bill Terry, Andrew and Harrison's dad, was my boat captain in high school. He ran Orca Coolers, amazing guy, but he passed away. He left us, and you know, to go be in heaven. But he always said, he said, Tristan, we're living the dream every day when we're out here on the water. So that's why that living the dream, and it says my name right here. My grandparents actually had this made for me, Mama and Papa. So when I walk out the door every day, I look up at that, you know, I'm living the dream. I get to do what I love to do. So that's just a little memorabilial piece right there. We have our Tennessee sign, home raised in Tennessee. Like I said, guys, you know, that's basically it. The shop is a 30 by 50, like I said, 15 by 15 porch wraparound. And you know, the inside turned out absolutely amazing. Love the lights, love the fans. I mean, just the whole nine. I live out here basically now. So, you know, we spend a lot of time out here to cook and hang out. But like I said, guys, I appreciate y'all watching. You know, this was just a little video, I know, because I've had a bunch of people ask me about the shop, you know, what the specs are, ins and outs. So you just saw the whole thing. And next video is going to be, I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be something good. Probably going to go fishing here in the next couple of days while I'm home. And then, like I said, we're going to start doing Tackle Tip Tuesday, so stay tuned for those. I appreciate y'all watching. And guys, look, if you want to see some different videos, like, drop a comment. Let us know what you want to see. And, you know, we'll go out there and try to do the best we can do to get it. So I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure to subscribe, like the channel. Hey, we'll catch you guys on the next one.